Hello! Today we're going to review the Florida CDL General Knowledge Exam. Florida brings its own challenges, especially weather like heavy rain and hurricanes, so understanding both the rules and the reasoning behind them is key to passing and staying safe. Let's get started. What agency issues CDL licenses in Florida? The Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, FLHSMV. This is your main authority for testing, licensing, and compliance. All CDL processes go through this agency. Let's continue. What is the minimum age for interstate CDL driving in Florida? 21 years old. Federal law requires drivers to be 21 to cross state lines. Hello! Today we're going to review the Florida CDL General Knowledge Exam. Florida brings its own challenges, especially weather like heavy rain and hurricanes, so understanding both the rules and the reasoning behind them is key to passing and staying safe. Let's get started. What agency issues CDL licenses in Florida? The Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, FLHSMV. This is your main authority for testing, licensing, and compliance. All CDL processes go through this agency. Let's continue. What is the minimum age for interstate CDL driving in Florida? 21 years old. Federal law requires drivers to be 21 to cross state lines. This ensures full qualification and experience. Next question. What is the minimum age for intrastate CDL driving in Florida? 18 years old. You can operate within Florida at 18, but you must wait until 21 for interstate driving. Let's move on. What combination weight requires a Class A CDL in Florida? Combination vehicles over 26,000 pounds with a towed unit over 10,000 pounds. This includes tractor-trailers and large combinations. These are the heaviest and most complex vehicles. Continuing. What vehicles require a Class B CDL in Florida? Single vehicles over 26,000 pounds or towing under 10,000 pounds. Includes buses, dump trucks, and straight trucks. Still heavy, but simpler than combinations. Next point. What vehicles require a Class C CDL in Florida? Vehicles under 26,001 pounds carrying hazmat or 16-plus passengers. Smaller size doesn't mean lower responsibility. These vehicles carry people or dangerous materials. Let's continue. How long is a Florida CLP valid? 180 days, renewable once. This gives time to practice before testing. Use it to build real driving skill. Next question. What supervision is required with a Florida CLP? A properly licensed CDL holder must sit in the front seat. They must match the vehicle class and endorsements. Proper supervision ensures safe learning. Continuing. What vision standard is required? 20/40ths in each eye and at least 70 degrees peripheral vision. You must see clearly ahead and around you. Peripheral vision is critical in large vehicles. Next point. How often must the DOT medical certificate be renewed? Every 2 years. This ensures drivers remain physically qualified. Health directly affects safety. Let's move on. What blood pressure qualifies for a full 2-year certificate? 140/90ths or below. Higher levels may shorten certification. Monitoring health is part of the job. Next question. What happens if the medical certificate expires? The CDL is downgraded. You cannot legally operate a CMV. Medical compliance is mandatory. Continuing. What condition disqualifies a driver? Uncontrolled epilepsy and most insulin-dependent diabetes cases. These conditions can cause sudden impairment. Safety standards are strict for a reason. Next point. What is the minimum tread depth on front tires? 4/32 of an inch. Steering tires are critical for control. They require stricter standards. Let's continue. What is the minimum tread depth on other tires? 2/32 of an inch. All tires must maintain traction. Worn tires increase stopping distance. Next question. What is the maximum single axle weight in Florida? 22,000 pounds. Prevents road damage and tire failure. Weight limits protect infrastructure. Continuing. What is the maximum tandem axle weight? Up to 40,000 pounds with special permits, otherwise 34,000 pounds. Permits allow flexibility for certain loads. Without permits, standard limits apply. Next point. What is the maximum gross weight without a permit? 80,000 pounds. Anything above requires special authorization. Planning ahead is essential. Let's move on. What is the Florida Turnpike weight exception? Higher weights allowed with permits on designated roads. Florida provides flexibility for freight movement, but permits are required. Next question. What rule applies to hurricane evacuation routes? CMVs may be restricted or rerouted. This keeps evacuation routes clear. Public safety takes priority. Continuing, what are the three parts of stopping distance? Perception, reaction, and braking distance. Understanding these improves anticipation. Stopping is a process, not a single action. Next point, at 55 miles per hour, how far does a truck travel before stopping? About 390 feet. That's over a football field. Distance increases with load and conditions. Let's continue. What is reaction distance at 55 miles per hour? About 60 feet. That's before braking even begins. Time matters. Next question. What following distance is required? 1 second per 10 feet plus 1 second over 40 miles per hour. This ensures safe spacing. Larger vehicles need more room. Continuing. What adjustment is needed in bad weather? Double following distance. Conditions reduce traction and visibility. Extra space gives you time. Next point. What speed reduction is recommended on wet roads? Reduce by 1/3. Wet pavement reduces grip. Slow down before losing control. Let's continue. What special weather hazard applies in Florida? Heavy rain and tropical storms causing flooding. Water can rise quickly on roads. Drivers must react early. Next question. What is hydroplaning? Loss of tire contact due to water. Vehicle rides on water instead of pavement. Ease off the accelerator. No hard braking. Continuing. What causes brake fade? Overheating from continuous braking. Heat reduces friction. Leads to loss of stopping power. Next point. What gear should be selected before a downgrade? The same gear used to climb it. Prevents overuse of brakes. Control starts before descent. Let's move on. What is off-tracking? Rear wheels follow a shorter path. They cut inside turns. Drivers must compensate. Next question. What is the danger of off-tracking in right turns? Rear wheels may hit curbs or objects, even if the front clears. Always allow extra space. Continuing. What is jackknifing? Trailer folding toward the tractor. Caused by wheel lock during braking. Extremely dangerous. Next point. How is jackknifing prevented? Smooth, controlled braking. Avoid sudden inputs, especially on slippery roads. Let's continue. What is trailer sway? Side-to-side trailer movement. Caused by speed, wind, or load imbalance. Ease off the accelerator to correct. Next question. What is the tug test? Gently pulling to confirm coupling. Ensures trailer is locked. Prevents separation. Continuing. What is the correct coupling sequence? Align, connect, raise gear, test, inspect. Each step ensures safety. Skipping steps is dangerous. Next point. What is the correct uncoupling order? Lower gear, secure, disconnect, chock, separate. Prevents trailer movement. Order matters. Let's move on. What are glad hands? Airline connectors between tractor and trailer. They control braking airflow. Essential for operation. Next question. What happens if the emergency line disconnects? Trailer brakes apply automatically. This is a safety failsafe. Prevents runaway trailers. Continuing. What is the trailer hand valve used for? Testing only. Using it while driving risks jackknife. Never use it in motion. Next point. What is the normal air pressure range? 100 to 125 psi. Maintains proper braking. Monitor constantly. Let's continue. When does the low air warning activate? 60 psi. Below this is dangerous. Stop immediately. Next question. What is the air loss rate limit? No more than 3 psi per minute, released. Indicates system integrity. Leaks must be fixed. Continuing. What is the air loss rate with brakes applied, combination? No more than 6 psi per minute. More components allow slightly higher loss. Still strictly limited. Next point. What are spring brakes? Brakes that apply automatically when air pressure drops. They are emergency and parking brakes. Final safety backup. Let's move on. What brake check is done during pre-trip? Build pressure, test warning, verify parking brakes, inspect components. Ensures system readiness. Never skip this check. Next question. What are the steps of a CDL pre-trip inspection? Overview, engine, cab, lights, walk-around, signals. Systematic inspection prevents missed issues. Consistency is key. Continuing. What offense results in a 1-year CDL disqualification in Florida?